You're listening to RGTR, Red Gold Talk Radio.
Do you love Kings of the Round Table? We'll help support JPHG and Jordan Cruz by picking up your copy of 11 and 11, a hometown hero, LaRussa's last ride in red, and a Miracle World Series for the St. Louis Cardinals. Written by Benjamin Hockman with a foreword by Chris Carpenter and closing remarks by Jason Mott. 11 and 11 is a thoroughly reported chronicle of an unparalleled season packed with interviews with key players, team executive broadcasters, and more. This is the definitive account of a championship run no Cardinals fan will ever forget. To pick up your copy of 11 and 11, visit redgold.net and purchase through our Amazon link to support this show and this station.
Two great shows have been announced for the Arizona Wrestling Federation in May. May 8th, AWF Nova, and May 29th, the Wild Card Rumble is back. Both in Phoenix, Arizona. Get your tickets at ArizonaWrestlingFederation.com.
Hey guys, it's Big HD, the Hardcore Degenerate, inviting you to check out Kings of the Round Table every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on RGTR Radio.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Art Dog here with your homeboy MJ Gunner.
What's going on, everybody?
And we want you to join us every Tuesday live for the Sons of Legends podcast at 10 p.m., where we talk about wrestling, sports, entertainment, and everything else. It's a show for the fans, by the fans.
That's right, Art. You know how it gets whenever we get in to talk about our wrestling. It gets completely insane.
And every Tuesday, we'll be all the way live, 10 p.m. Join us for the Sons of Legends podcast on RGTR.
Hey, folks. I'm Bradley C. Baker.
And I'm Jim Caterly.
And we're from Broken Link Radio. We'd like to ask you to take a second of your day to join our Patreon at brokenlinkradio1word.com. You see, due to Jim's excessive shoe habit
and Burhead's compulsive habit of buying used books,
we need a little help keeping up with our operational fees. With packages starting as low as $3.99 a month, you can become the ultimate scumbag and help keep food on our tables during these trying times.
Dude, what's this? We're not starving.
I know, Jim, but listen, we're all in this together.
No, it's like you're making us into a Sarah McLachlan commercial or something.
I know. I'm just reading what was written, Jim.
Why don't we just tell them if they like what they hear to support the show?
Yeah, well, I think we're out of time now, and the studio only paid for one take, so whatever. Catch new episodes every Monday and help support the show on our Patreon at brokenlinkradio1word.com, patreon.com/brokenlinkradio.
That URL.
Broken Link Radio.
We're living in unprecedented time. At a time of a pandemic like this, it is way too easy to get confused and to have fear about what you should be doing with your money in your accounts, especially as you're looking at the volatility in the stock market and the financial sector. This is what I would like you to take away from this. Your money is safe at the banks. The last thing you should be doing is pulling your money out of the banks now, thinking that it's going to be safer someplace else. You don't want to be walking around with large wads of cash, and you certainly don't want to...
You're listening to RGTR, Red Gold Talk Radio.
Do you love Kings of the Round Table? We'll help support JPHG and Jordan Cruz by picking up your copy of 11 and 11, a hometown hero, LaRussa's last ride in red, and a Miracle World Series for the St. Louis Cardinals. Written by Benjamin Hoffman with a foreword by Chris Carpenter and closing remarks by Jason Mott. 11 and 11 is a thoroughly reported chronicle of an unparalleled season packed with interviews with key players, team executive broadcasters, and more. This is the definitive account of a championship run no Cardinals fan will ever forget. To pick up your copy of 11 and 11, visit redgold.net and purchase through our Amazon link to support this show and this.
And what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Sons of Legends. It's your boy Art Dog here with your homeboy MJ Gunner.
We are live! Live! Who the foot missed us?
I miss doing the show live, that's a fact.
Me too.
And I am so happy to be back. It was a much needed, much deserved vacation that we've been on. And we have had a great time on it. But back to business, baby.
Back to business, man. I love these live shows. Let's go.
Not only do we love the live shows, we've missed this theme song. We've missed the board op.
Yeah.
We've missed just
our
the
station
fans.
manager.
We've missed the fans. We've missed talking about this lovely business that we call the wrestling business. And we are back in action. And we got so much stuff to get into. And as you know, we'll be talking about Raw, SmackDown, NXT. We had a AEW pay-per-view this weekend. We'll be giving you a couple of results from that. And so much more, Impact, and it's so much to get into. So Gunner, do the honors of telling the people where you want to start this off.
All right, let's start off with Raw. Yeah, you can tell by
you sound disappointed.
My voice. Well, you know, all right, first things first, let's talk about this thing going with Nikki Cross. I don't get it. Who does this help? Nobody.
I mean, I got a question. What point does it prove that Nikki Cross can get beat up for more than 2 minutes?
The thing of it is, I think it's supposed to prove that she can last with them for 2 minutes. But who said she couldn't?
Not only that, it doesn't say that she can beat them or anything. It just says that she can last for 2 minutes.
And that's the thing. They treat it like it's a victory and she's all happy and everything. And
right. She's coming out saying, I beat you. I beat you last week.
You didn't, though. It wasn't like a plain 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. You know, you lasted the 2 minutes, and that's only because, well, this week it's only because Charlotte gets under Rhea Ripley's face. You know, last week it was because Rhea Ripley basically acted like she had all the time in the world, and she's only got 2 minutes.
Well, the thing is, it feels like Nikki's just caught up in a game of one-upsmanship between Charlotte and Rhea. It doesn't do Nikki any favors, but at the same time, it kind of gives her some quality TV time that she needs to get reacquainted with the audience because she's been gone for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's not making her look good, but it's not making her look bad.
It just in the middle, I guess.
Yeah,
it's just happening. It doesn't really, but it does make Charlotte and Rhea Ripley look bad, though.
Yeah, it kind of does. I think that both of them technically losing to Nikki Cross on the way to the pay-per-view for a women's title against each other is not the best thing in the world.
It makes no sense to me. I don't get it.
I don't either. So I don't really understand what they're trying to do or what they're trying to prove. But Nikki deserves better. Rhea definitely deserves better. And the Queen definitely deserves better.
Yeah, I think we can agree that they can all deserve better than this.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know what this is going to lead to because it's not like they're going to give Nikki Cross a title shot based on her just lasting for 2 minutes.
I think that's probably the end goal here. You know, work Nikki back into the title situation, and that's okay. Just what should they do that by giving her actual wins? You know, it's not like Nikki Cross is some rookie or something.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You know, she shouldn't be able to last the 2 minutes.
Yeah,
she shouldn't have to prove that she can last 2 minutes with Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, she's never been a champion, but that doesn't mean that she hasn't beat them before. She's beat them in tag matches when she was with Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
So I just don't understand why they're trying to play Nikki off like she's nothing. You know what I mean? I'm not the biggest fan of Nikki Cross, but I know that she's better than this.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I mean? So,
right. And another thing that happened on Raw this week that really grinds my gears is Shayna Baszler and Reginald.
Oh my God, man!
I don't get this either.
Where do you start with this one? This is one of the craziest things ever because, in my eyes, it's official. Reginald is officially in the women's division.
I mean, when he wrestles the matches against the women, you just can't win. There's no winning for anybody. It doesn't show what Reginald can do as a wrestler because he can't do anything to them. And it doesn't really show what the women can do as wrestlers because these aren't competitive matches. I just don't get it. And this week, he actually pinned Shayna Baszler.
Now that's bad because it makes Shayna Baszler look bad.
Okay.
It'll make Shayna hasn't been built the best over the course of her being on Raw. When she started off, they started her off as a monster.
Yeah, she came in hot and then they let the fire go out after WrestleMania. All right, but getting back to this, I think gender roles be damned. Shayna Baszler choking out Reginald in the Karakuda clutch is a better result than Reginald pinning her because at least Shayna Baszler's a wrestler going over in a wrestling match. I'm sure Reginald's proven me wrong when I said he wasn't that athletic. Okay, he proved me wrong.
Yeah.
But he's still not.
And not only did he prove you wrong, he put it on his Instagram bio.
He's still not represented as a wrestler.
No,
he's a manager.
Not. And not only that, but I mean, what does this do for him? Does this give him like leeway?
Doesn't do anything.
the cruiserweight division, or
Does
does it
not do
prove
anything
that he
for
can
him.
do anything better, or does it what does it do for him besides tell Nia that he can pin Shayna Baszler with a distraction from Alexa Bliss, who I believe is coming after Shayna Baszler first.
Well, the fire thing's been happening for weeks now. So personally, I would like to see this happen. Okay,
Let's have
Alexa and Shayna already, because personally, I'm sick and tired of seeing Shayna Baszler get screwed over by the fire. I'm built up, man, and it's been a couple of weeks. I've got a lot of pent up things that I need to talk about right now. I'm sorry. I get a little emotional right now because it's bull, man. Shayna Baszler was an unstoppable force in NXT.
She was more than an unstoppable force.
It doesn't get much better.
She was the queen in NXT. When she went down there in her tag team match or whatever, the face-off that they had, she got like a reception of a god down there.
Because they know it's her turf, man.
They pretty much ignored Nia Jax.
It's because they know it was her turf, and she ruled that turf with an iron fist for years. And then they bring her up to the main roster, and it's like that was a million years ago. It's not even the same person. I don't get it.
I don't either, but I mean, like I said, it seems like this is becoming a trend of deserving better.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know what Shayna's done in NXT and what she's done for NXT.
And what she could be on the main roster. What they desperately need her to be on the main roster. At least in the Raw Women's division, it's not exactly the most, competitive, deep division in WWE right now, Art. I mean, right now there's 3 people fighting for the top spot, and all the other women wrestlers on Raw are pretty much in tag teams. You got Mandy and Dana, and you got Lana and Naomi, and Alexa Bliss isn't really doing anything, at least not in the ring, anyways. And it's just Charlotte, Rhea, and Asuka, fighting it out at the top.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotten to a point where we keep saying that the women's division can be better, or can be up there, but it's gotten to a point where I kind of don't see it happening.
If they would use Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, push them towards the top of the card, that would be a breath of fresh air, in my opinion. They'd be fresh challenges for Rhea Ripley, because we've seen Rhea Ripley and Asuka a few times. We've seen we've seen Rhea Ripley and Charlotte go at it a couple of times.
We've seen Asuka and Charlotte, but they're acting like that's all that there is. You know what I mean? And it's not the case. And they're putting together these weak tag team matches. Like this week they had Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose go against Lana and Naomi, and considering that both of these teams are face teams, it kind of made no sense. The match was really stale. Like I know they're trying to build up to Mandy and Dana pretty much going against Tamina and Natalya for the belt, but why not just go for it? Why do they have to sacrifice another team in order to make these things happen?
I don't know.
They're sacrificing Naomi and Lana, and they just started getting off the ground, really, and they're sacrificing their popularity just to put Mandy and Dana up in the match against Tamina and Natalya, when they are basically contractually obligated to go against other teams. They can't just hold the belts.
Well, Art, we have to have contenders, and those contenders can't just be, thrown out of thin air. You got to win those things most of the time, and somebody got to lose. And that it just so happened to be Naomi and Lana this week.
I mean, Jesus. And speaking of tag teams, dude, what about Elias and Jackson Riker?
Well, I was kind of glad to see them be, thrown together in this Raw Tag Team title match because I've said it on the show probably a lot of times. I don't see the point of having two people run together and they're not going after the Raw tag team titles. Like they never even mentioned, the Raw tag team titles. Like you're a unit and you're not going for the unit's prize. I didn't get that.
Okay, and you say that, and the moment they get a title shot, Elias walks out on them.
And that happened this week.
The moment they get a tag team title shot, not even barely a title match.
Well, Omos was coming at him, Marty. It was fight or flight. He chose flight.
It's just the purpose, dog. We've been saying it for a couple of weeks now that they're rolling together and not acting like a tag team. And then here we go again. I mean, what is it with Vince and breaking up tag teams?
I don't know.
What does he have against tag team wrestling?
I don't know, but it seems like that's been the case for a while. But this time, what I hear anyway, it might not have been Vince's idea.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet that Elias sent out, and I don't know if he was in character or if he was serious, but he basically says that we're going to start doing live shows soon, and I don't want to be around Jackson Riker in the car, and I don't want to travel with this guy. I don't want to work with this guy anymore. And considering who he's talking about, I would not I wouldn't think it too far-fetched to think that it is serious. That he is being dead ass.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's not like Riker has the best reputation amongst the people in the locker room.
Yeah. Are the people on it? Are the people watching the product at this point?
Yeah. I mean, because you got to ask yourself, when people have different political views and it's so radically different, would it be a bad thing if they don't want to be with them or ride with them or,
I don't think it's a bad thing. Most definitely not. Like, if you can't stand the person that you're working with, it's not exactly going to go well, in my opinion. You can't fake, good chemistry. And if two people don't like each other, then you would see that bad chemistry, at least not in tag teams. You could probably do it as opponents because, you're supposed to not like your opponents, but you're supposed to like your tag team partner. And I don't think people could, fake that, especially in today's day and age, with all the stuff that, Jackson Riker said. If Elias is not exactly on board with that, then I cannot.
It'll be pretty hard to get along with somebody with such radical views.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if Elias did not want to work with him anymore.
But my thing is, why work with him in the first place if that's the case?
I guess because you didn't have to travel in cars. You just show up to the arena and just.
Or it could just be, you got to say because you're at one point you might be fearful that if you turn it down, you'll be sitting in catering.
There's better things for Elias. He's extremely talented.
Yeah, but we've said that in several scenarios.
Yeah, it's true.
And it ends up where, sometimes it might be better, like you said, it might be better to sit in catering than to have to put up with something like that.
Yeah, I get that. Stand on your moral high ground.
Stand on yours.
Yeah, I get that. Most definitely.
You can't bend to other people and what they want. You just got to make sure that whatever you're doing, that you're happy with whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah. And then happy with the people you're surrounding yourself with.
Yeah. Yes.
So another thing that happened this week on Raw is Drew McIntyre goes over Kofi Kingston and is now going to the Hell in a Cell. Before we even start talking about this, can I say that Kofi Kingston caught the meanest future shot DDT I've ever seen.
Man.
The man literally swung him around in circles and then stuck him with it. That was crazy.
Yeah, that
was a highlight.
In actuality, man, that was a sick match.
That was crazy.
As much as sick as it was, as sick as that match was, didn't really prove anything to anybody because we never at one point did I think that Kofi was going to be able to beat Drew McIntyre the way Drew was built this last year.
Well, I feel like they wanted to do Kofi. I wanted to do Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley, but they had to find a way to, keep things fresh, as they say. And adding Braun Strowman last month at WrestleMania Backlash and adding Kofi to the mix, on the way to Hell in a Cell, it did that. I could see them go at it at Hell in a Cell. But I would have to say that, at least for me anyway, I would want to be done after that. Winner takes all, man.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. I'm saying it's just if they would have gave us more time to believe that Kofi was a main eventer, like you said last week. I mean, we can't forget what Kofi accomplished.
Yeah, no way. You can't take anything away from Kofi Kingston. Like, he's incredibly decorated.
And there was a point where I had disagreed with you, where I was like, yeah, Kofi should always be remembered as a main eventer. But I think you're right. After thinking about what he's been doing the past year.
What I said last week was that they kind of just thrusted Kofi Kingston immediately right back into the title picture. And they didn't do anything to maintain his main event status since losing the title to Brock. It was just directly back into the tag team with the New Day. Like, not even a singles feud, not even a run after the Intercontinental title or the U.S. title or something like that. It's just right back into it. And I personally did not buy that, Kofi, I was supposed to believe that Kofi just gets shot right back into the thick of things, as they say.
Exactly. And
something against Kofi or his abilities. I said it all the time. He's mad talented. You just, you got to ease people into the main event roles, I guess.
Yeah, you do. But, man, we got so much more to get into, guys. You got to stay tuned to more of the Sons of Legends here on Red Gold Talk Radio. We'll be right back.
You're listening to RGTR, Red Gold Talk Radio.
Do you love Kings of the Round Table? We'll help support JPHD and Jordan Cruz by picking up your copy of 11 and 11, a hometown hero, LaRussa's last ride in red, and a Miracle World Series for the St. Louis Cardinals. Written by Benjamin Hoffman with a foreword by Chris Carpenter and closing remarks by Jason Mott. 11 and 11 is a thoroughly reported chronicle of an unparalleled season packed with interviews with key players, team executive broadcasters, and more. This is the definitive account of a championship run no Cardinals fan will ever forget. To pick up your copy of 11 and 11, visit redgold.net and purchase through our Amazon link to support this show and this station.
Two great shows have been announced for the Arizona Wrestling Federation in May. May 8th, AWF Nova, and May 29th, the Wild Card Rumble is back. Both in Phoenix, Arizona. Get your tickets at ArizonaWrestlingFederation.com.
Hey guys, it's Big HD, the Hardcore Degenerate, inviting you to check out Kings of the Round Table every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on RGTR Radio.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Art Dog here with your homeboy MJ Gunner.
What's going on, everybody?
And we want you to join us every Tuesday live for the Sons of Legends podcast at 10 p.m. where we talk about wrestling, sports, entertainment, and everything else. It's a show for the fans, by the fans.
That's right, Art. You know how it gets whenever we get in to talk about our wrestling. It gets completely insane.
And every Tuesday, we'll be all the way live, 10 p.m. Join us for the Sons of Legends podcast on RGTR.
Hey, folks. I'm Bradley C. Baker.
And I'm Jim Caterly.
And we're from Broken Link Radio. We'd like to ask you to take a second of your day to join our Patreon at brokenlinkradio1word.com. You see, due to Jim's excessive shoe habit,
and Burhead's compulsive habit of buying used books.
We need a little help keeping up with our operational fees. With packages starting as low as $3.99 a month, you can become the ultimate scumbag and help keep food on our tables during these trying times.
Dude, what's this? We're not starving.
I know, Jim, but listen, we're all in this together.
It's like you're making us into a Sarah McLachlan commercial or something.
I know. I'm just reading what was written, Jim.
Why don't we just tell them if they like what they hear to support the show?
Yeah, well, I think we're out of time now, and the studio only paid for one take, so whatever. Catch new episodes every Monday and help support the show on our Patreon at BrokenLinkRadio1word.com, patreon.com/BrokenLinkRadio.
Do it! I still hate that URL.
Broken Link Radio.
We're living in unprecedented time. At a time of a pandemic like this, it is way too easy to get confused and to have fear about what you should be doing with your money in your accounts, especially as you're looking at the volatility in the stock market and the financial sector. This is what I would like you to take away from this. Your money is safe at the banks. The last thing you should be doing is pulling your money out of the banks now, thinking that it's going to be safer someplace else. You don't want to be walking around with large wads of cash, and you certainly don't want to be hoarding cash in your mattress. It didn't pan out well for so many people. And I will tell you this, no depositor has lost a penny of their insured deposits since 1933, when the FDIC was created. So if you're talking about having your money in a safe place, please keep it in an FDIC-insured bank.
You're listening to RGTR, Red Go Talk Radio.
Do you love Kings of the Round Table? We'll help support JPHG and Jordan Cruz by picking up your copy of 11 and 11, a hometown hero, LaRussa's last ride in red, and a Miracle World Series for the St. Louis Cardinals. Written by Benjamin Hoffman with a foreword by Chris Carpenter and closing remarks by Jason Mott. 11 and 11 is a thoroughly reported chronicle of an unparalleled season packed with interviews with key players, team executive broadcasters, and more. This is the definitive account of a championship run no Cardinals fan will ever forget. To pick up your copy of 11 and 11, visit redgold.net and purchase through our Amazon link to support this show and this station.
You're listening to RGTR, Red Go Talk Radio.
Welcome back, guys. You guys are listening to the Sons of Legends. It's your boy R-Dog here with the homeboy MJ Gunner.
Yeah.
And we have been discussing Raw and how great of a show it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's so excellent right
I like
now.
it. No, but seriously, I'm not, trashing on the show and everything. It has its ups and its downs.
It does.
I like
really
AJ and Omos. Bobby Lashley's a dominant world champion. I like their champion.
And today we saw Bobby Lashley doing a lot of dancing.
Yeah, he did. He was getting it in, man. He was back there in his lounge with his ladies and everything in MVP. Yeah, it was getting it in.
And one thing that Raw is really making me mad with is the rematches, because for the third week in a row we've had Cedric Alexander against Shelton Benjamin for the third week in a row. They keep doing this, trying to first off, we didn't want the feud to begin with. We wanted the Hurt Business to stay together.
Yeah, and at least have Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander be in the tag team division. Like, there's nothing wrong with them as a team.
Yeah.
Why do they do these things?
Win, lose, or draw, they still a formidable team.
Yeah. And having them go after AJ and Omos is better than having Cedric Alexander come out there and beat Shelton Benjamin in a minute this week, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Like less than 4 minutes.
Like I don't. It's another thing where it's not really benefiting anybody.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where they would have been better off if you just left them alone.
Yeah.
And it's not helping having someone lose in less than a minute.
It doesn't really help the person who won the match either.
Yeah, when they had just lost the week before.
Yeah, it's the 50-50 stuff, man.
I mean, you can't win a match, lose to the same person, and come out any better.
That's what they did with Charlotte and Asuka. Like that's what they're doing with Charlotte and Asuka. You know, the 1 week Charlotte wins, 1 week Asuka wins. So as far as I'm concerned, Asuka has every right to this title opportunity, every right that Charlotte Flair has.
Well, yeah, actually, Asuka earned the opportunity when she beat Charlotte the first week when they said that the title shot was on the line.
And then it just rolls over into the next week or something. What's up with that?
They just had the match again, like we were supposed to forget about the last week that it happened.
Like you said, if she beat her this week, she was going to Hell in a Cell, and she lost this week.
And then they turned around and gave her another one the next week, like it never happened.
And apparently that was the number one contenders match, and not the week before. I don't get
it. It happens, dude. It's one of those things where Vince thinks like, well, if she lost last week, if she wins this week, it'll do her better.
It won't.
It won't. It won't. Because we don't forget the last week. I mean, I think in the wrestling business, they have this frame of mind where week by week, you're supposed to think that you're watching a new show week by week and forget about what happened last week. But the first thing that they say when they come out every week is, if you saw what happened last week, here's a video if you didn't see it.
And they always do some reruns and everything. But one thing that they're doing really well on Raw is this arcade bro stuff, man. I'm really getting into this. I'm really getting into this. And this week, Randy Orton beats Xavier Woods, and he beats him with the bro Derek. Yeah, I thought that was pretty
a cool
cool.
moment seeing Matt Riddle freak out on the outside. Like, I can't believe he used that. That's pretty cool.
I like this.
I like this dynamic that they have, but we know that inevitably is going to lead to another split up because Vince hates tag teams.
Why do they do it to us?
They give us something that we're going to like.
And then they take it away from us. Why?
Because, like I said, what joy do you get when you have everything in life that you want?
It's not fair.
The only thing that you can do is play with people.
He does. He plays with our emotions.
He does. What else is there for him to do?
But anyway, yeah, I'm really enjoying Arcade Bro. I like these guys and everything.
I love them. I do. I really, really like them. But Hell in a Cell is not shaping up to be a pay-per-view that I am getting excited about, because the rematch thing, man, I don't think I want to see Bobby and Drew again. But if they're going to end it in the Hell in a Cell and this be the last time.
Right, I can see this match again because of the cell. You know, and because technically,
if they're going to do it in the
second time they face each other one-on-one, you know, I think that's why they added Braun Strowman to it the first time, so it wouldn't get stale.
I don't know, man. It feels stale to me.
I don't think so. Like, I can watch these guys go at it in that cell.
Okay,
but
well,
I just don't see
we differ in
where they're going to go with Drew McIntyre after the Hell in a Cell. Because they did a great job building them up last year.
And it
awesome job.
Yeah, and if it seems like if he's not going after the title,
then what's he supposed to do? Like, there's only one way to go, and it's down. You know, and I don't want to see him go down.
I don't know.
I guess that's what happens.
I can see him making a different title relevant. Him and Sheamus for the United States title would be epic.
Yeah, I can see that. You know,
because him and Sheamus had some.
They have great chemistry,
and they have great chemistry. They had epic brawls, and the one thing that they never had was the title on the line while they were doing it.
Yeah, and I usually don't like the bruiser brawler matches, but those two make the matches look good.
So I wouldn't mind saying that. I feel like that's a place that he can go from there.
I get
but
that.
Also on Raw, speaking of Sheamus, did you see that it seems like he might have got injured? Humberto, he lost the match to Ricochet first, then he lost to Humberto Carrillo. But Humberto, it looks like, broke his nose.
Wow.
Yeah. So hopefully Sheamus doesn't need any lengthy time off.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
I hope he doesn't need any type of, because this is one of the best runs that he's had.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying Sheamus right now. Like, he's a really good U.S. champ.
Yep. He has. He's been a great representative for the United States title.
And he's getting, Ricochet back on TV. He's working with Humberto Carrillo. He's getting these guys involved that aren't always involved. I love you love to see it. You really do. Speaking of guys who did not take a lot of time off, let's talk about The Miz being back this week. I was sooner than expected, at least for me anyway. I was not expecting to see him anytime soon, and here he is hosting Miz TV. I guess you can't keep this man down.
I mean, it's great that
I'm glad he's not hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping that he wouldn't need any surgery or anything like that, because I was worried that, for the first time in Miz's career, he got injured, and it's not really a high probability that he'd heal so fast with him being up there in age. You know what I mean? He's a little bit older.
Yeah.
He needs a little more time to heal his body and things like that. So I was just hoping that he didn't need any serious. Actually, I think he probably could have used the time off.
Yeah, but he was back this week. He hosted Miz TV with John Morrison. That's where Charlotte Flair came out, and then Rhea Ripley came out, then Nikki Cross comes out. That's where that whole thing happened. What do you think of this new guy on commentary?
I like Jimmy Smith. I'm familiar with him because I've watched Bellator for a number of years, so I'm very familiar with him. He seems a lot more at home than Adnan Virk did.
Yeah, he definitely does. I like this guy because I couldn't tell that he was out of place. I couldn't tell that he wasn't a pro wrestling commentator, and that's a really good thing. He seemed to blend right in, and he really did a good job this week carrying the show along and everything. He's a good lead announcer.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool with him, but nobody's had a better show than Pat McAfee.
Oh my goodness, Pat McAfee is incredible on commentary. Let's talk about SmackDown then.
All right, let's jump into it, bro.
All right, so the thing for me anyway, the best part of Pat McAfee on commentary when the guy with the guitar, what's his name? Boogs. He comes out and he's playing the guitar, and he's shredding with the guitar and everything. He's shredding Shinsuke Nakamura's theme, and Pat McAfee is standing up at the announce desk, freaking rocking out, man. He's got the rock out signal going. He's got his flashlight out on his phone. He's just having the best time.
Hey,
I love Pat McAfee. That's awesome.
Pat McAfee loves his job, and you can tell that he loves.
That's good. Job. That's good. That's really good.
You can tell that he's a fan of wrestling.
Yeah.
He's been in it. He loves this business,
and he's good at it.
Show the respect that this business deserves.
He's good at
Pat
it. Damn
McAfee
good at it.
Is a damn good announcer. I love Pat McAfee on the announce desk.
Me
I love
too.
Pat McAfee in the ring. So I can't hate on him anywhere that he goes. He's great. He's found a natural home.
Mm-hmm. All right, so now that we're on SmackDown, the first thing that happened this week on SmackDown was the Usos and the Street Profits. How do you feel about this match?
Great. So excited to see the Usos back, one of my favorite tag teams of all time.
Yeah.
And the Street Profits is such a great place for them to start to prove that they are here and they never left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they did pretty much go back into the swing of things, like Jimmy was not off for the last year.
Yeah.
It's like he never left. They just went in and they did what they did, man. They locked it down.
Back to their classic ways, you hear me? the blind tags, the Uso crazies, the super kicks, the splashes. Like, you know me and the Usos.
The Usos are quality tags and one of the best in the world.
Always, always. So, and this match was incredible. Usos pull it off. And it's one of those things where in the promo before, Jimmy was so excited and Jay was still looking for Roman's approval. And even after they won, Jimmy was excited and Jay still looking for Roman's approval.
Well, Jimmy has a reason to be excited. You know, they get the tag camps next week on SmackDown. I'm looking forward.
Yep.
But Roman said something to me, not to me, but he said something on TV this week, and it kind of stuck with me. He says, you know, whatever happened to we, and, you know, me, you, and Paul Heyman, that's we. We basically had just spent the last year building you up as a main superstar, you know, and they did. Uso was built as a single superstar this year.
He won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle.
I never thought that it would happen, but they did. Jey Uso is a single superstar.
Because at no point in time did I ever see the Usos
one Uso without the other.
Yeah, solo. Ever.
Yeah, and they did a really good job with Jay. I could believe him having a run with the Intercontinental title or having some great feuds with singles wrestlers. And then he says, you know, you guys were the first match this week, and, you know, when you're with me, you're your main event, Jey Uso. I guess he doesn't want to see him go backwards, as they say. You know, and I kind of feel him on that. As much as I love the Usos as a unit, the Jey Uso, he's got his own thing going on right now, and I'm really digging it. Like, and do you feel like going back to team with Jimmy is a step backwards for him?
I don't know, man. I mean, the Usos are such a classic team. It's one of those things where, do you feel like it's a step down if he does this, or?
No, I don't think it's a step down. I just think that the Usos have gone as far as they're going to go as a unit. Like, what are they, 7 times SmackDown Tag Team Champions?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going to keep raising the numbers, and that's great. And like I said, the Usos are a great tag team, one of the best ever. You know, it's just, Roman has shown me that there is so much more out there for Jey Uso than being a tag team specialist. And I'm sure Jimmy Uso is talking
like, you guys are talking like being a tag team specialist is bad because the way you treated Cesaro.
I swear to God, it's not. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying that there's a change of pace here. I'm used to something else. You know, and I'm sure Jimmy Uso could, you know, he's just as talented as Jay. You know, they put the machine behind him. He can do it too. You know, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I've seen a different side of Jey Uso. I really, really, really like it. And I don't know if I want to see him get back together with Jimmy Uso, and, you know, we got the Usos thing going on again. As much as they need them, the Usos in the tag team division, because I still think that they do. Yeah, at least I don't think they need them on SmackDown. They definitely
I think that would be.
If we're gonna do this,
but
then send them to Raw.
I feel like whatever he's doing with Roman would benefit him a lot more than what he would be doing with Jimmy.
Most definitely.
I mean, let's not get it twisted. Jimmy and Jay revised the tag team division with them and the New Day.
Absolutely.
That's over though. That's done. The New
over.
Day is broke up. The Usos, Jay Uso has went on his own thing, did his own, you know, he's went on his own and had great success on his own.
Yeah.
And like I said, I feel like what he's doing with Roman would probably be so much better than he's probably second guessing it himself. That's why he keeps looking for Roman. Like, is this the right thing to do?
Yeah, I definitely get that. Wes Douglas is watching us on line right now.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Wes?
Hey, what's going on,
Hey, he's
bro?
been on the show a few times, Wesley. But yeah, as I said, I think that Jey Uso is doing really well on his own.
Yeah, there's no reason for him to really do the tag team thing unless they have Roman's blessing and they really want to take over SmackDown together.
I can get behind that. Okay, if you're gonna bring Jimmy Uso into the fold and you're gonna pretty much have the bloodline as they've been christened on the internet for all these years, run through SmackDown, that'd be cool.
Yep.
You know,
it's just you seeing them as a tag team without Roman's blessing doesn't really do any favors for Jey Uso.
Yeah.
After all the work he's done without Jimmy being there.
But
that's the only reason why. Because if it wasn't for what he did with Roman and being built up the way he was built up and doing all that stuff,
I'd be excited to see the Usos again.
Yeah.
You know, if Jey Uso had been off TV as long as Jimmy Uso had been, we'd be back, man. Uso crazy. And let's go to the penitentiary. Let's do this.
You hear me?
Yeah.
But that's what it felt like when they cut that promo in the beginning. It felt like they were back.
It did. It most definitely did.
But then when the match was over and Jay's just standing there like, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should be doing this, man. Because don't want us doing this, man.
Because.
You know what? You know, Roman said.
And Jimmy Uso don't give a damn what Roman says.
Yeah.
Man, he's talking about us. Come on, man. We the Usos.
He's nobody's B-word.
Yeah, and that shirt's apparently selling like hotcakes. Everybody wants it.
Oh, I got mine. Don't worry.
Yeah, everybody wants it. Like this is a life motto that they're selling on this shirt right now.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where is Roman gonna give them the blessing to go out there and
I hope they do. I hope he does. Because I would love to see them running the ship on SmackDown. It'd be even better.
I love this.
It's great now, but it'd be even better.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep talking SmackDown when we get back here on the Sons of Legends.
Definitely.
Stay tuned
on Red Bull Talk Radio. Stay tuned.
You're listening to RGTR, Red Go Talk Radio.
Do you love Kings of the Round Table? We'll help support JPHG and Jordan Cruz by picking up your copy of 11 and 11, a hometown hero, LaRussa's last ride in red, and a Miracle World Series for the St. Louis Cardinals. Written by Benjamin Hoffman with a foreword by Chris Carpenter and closing remarks by Jason Mott, 11 and 11 is a thoroughly reported chronicle of an unparalleled season packed with interviews with key players, team executive broadcasters, and more. This is the definitive account of a championship run no Cardinals fan will ever forget. To pick up your copy of 11 and 11, visit redgold.net and purchase through our Amazon link to support this show and this station.
Two great shows have been announced for the Arizona Wrestling Federation in May. May 8th, AWF Nova, and May 29th, the Wild Card Rumble is back. Both in Phoenix, Arizona. Get your tickets at ArizonaWrestlingFederation.com.
Hey guys, it's Big HD, the Hardcore Degenerate, inviting you to check out Kings of the Round Table every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on RGTR Radio.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Art Dog here with your homeboy MJ Gunner.
What's going on, everybody?
And we want you to join us every Tuesday live for the Sons of Legends podcast at 10 p.m. where we talk about wrestling, sports, entertainment, and everything else. It's a show for the fans, by the fans.
That's right, Art. You know how it gets whenever we get in to talk about our wrestling. It gets completely insane.
And every Tuesday, we'll be all the way live, 10 p.m. Join us for the Sons of Legends podcast on RGTR.
Hey, folks. I'm Bradley C. Baker.
And I'm Jim Caterly.
And we're from Broken Link Radio. We'd like to ask you to take a second of your day to join our Patreon at BrokenLinkRadio1word.com. You see, due to Jim's excessive shoe habit
And Burhead's compulsive habit of buying used books.
we need a little help keeping up with our operational fees. With packages starting as low as $3.99 a month, you can become the ultimate scumbag and help keep food on our tables during these trying times.
Dude, what's this? We're not starving.
I know, Jim, but listen, we're all in this together.
Yeah, it's like you're making us into a Sarah McLachlan commercial or something.
I know. I'm just reading what was written, Jim.
Why don't we just tell them if they like what they hear to support the show?
Yeah, well, I think we're out of time now, and the studio only paid for one take, so whatever. Catch new episodes every Monday and help support the show on our Patreon at BrokenLinkRadio1word.com, patreon.com/BrokenLinkRadio.
Do it! I still hate that URL.
Broken Link Radio.
We're living in unprecedented time. At a time of a pandemic like this, it is way too easy to get confused and to have fear about what you should be doing with your money in your accounts, especially as you're looking at the volatility in the stock market and the financial sector. This is what I would like you to take away from this. Your money is safe at the banks. The last thing you should be doing is pulling your money out of the banks now, thinking that it's going to be safer someplace else. You don't want to be walking around with large wads of cash, and you certainly don't want to be hoarding cash in your mattress. It didn't pan out well for so many people. And I will tell you this, no depositor has lost a penny of their insured deposits since 1933, when the FDIC was created. So if you're talking about having your money in a safe place, please keep it in an FDIC-insured bank.
You're listening to RGTR, Red Go Talk Radio.
Do you love Kings of the Round Table? We'll help support JPHG and Jordan Cruz by picking up your copy of 11 and 11, a hometown hero, LaRussa's last ride in red, and a Miracle World Series for the St. Louis Cardinals. Written by Benjamin Hoffman with a foreword by Chris Carpenter and closing remarks by Jason Mott. 11 and 11 is a thoroughly reported chronicle of an unparalleled season packed with interviews with key players, team executive broadcasters, and more. This is the definitive account of a championship run no Cardinals fan will ever forget. To pick up your copy of 11 and 11, visit redgold.net and purchase through our Amazon link to support this show and this station.
You're listening to RGTR, Red Go Talk Radio.
Welcome back, guys. It's your boy Art Dog here with your homeboy MJ Gunner.
What up?
Here on Red Gold Talk Radio on the Sons of Legends. Big shout out to everybody joining us on YouTube. Shout out to Wesley. Shout out to Cookie Monster, my girl on Call of Duty as we be playing, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to everybody that's joining us on YouTube and also the people that's joining us on redgold.net on the page. We thank you guys. Couldn't do this without you. But yeah, jumping right back in, man. SmackDown is where it's at all of a sudden.
Yeah, I know we talked about Pat McAfee with his reaction to Nakamura and King Corbin and everything in their feud, but I'm really enjoying this feud for the crown. You know what I'm saying? Like this makes the King of the Ring crown seem kind of important.
Boom. See, at first I was not behind this thing. I was like, man, this is kind of dumb. Why is he trying to steal this crown and blah, blah, blah. But the King of Strong Style against the King of the Ring.
Yeah, the King needs a crown,
the King needs a crown. And it does make the King of the Ring seem important over again.
Yeah, most definitely.
If they're going to bring the King of the Ring back, this is a great start to make it seem like it's very important again.
I'm really enjoying this feud, and I feel like that Boogs, he adds to this.
Rick Boogs.
You know, because I really enjoy the way he does Nakamura's entrance. Like, that guitar part shreds, dude. And I think that's the reason why they had to make sure that they play that song live, because
See,
you got
don't
a killer
remember-
guitar.
That's the thing. You don't remember him in NXT, and he had his own persona, dude. He used to play the air guitar and come out. People used to be behind him.
Well,
so
I'd rather see him play the real guitar.
I get it. I get what you like about it, but I'm just saying I feel like he's so charismatic that
He is.
Yeah, he could do this thing on his own.
I mean, he wouldn't be
And
the first.
He came out this week. The thing is, he came out because Corbin had got the crown, and he attacked Corbin.
Yeah, and that, he adds something to the feud. He's out there to distract Corbin, as they say.
Corbin about to take this boy out.
It was his distraction that cost Corbin the match last week.
I cannot wait until next week when they go on and Boogs is just laying in the back, concussed, just unconscious with a broken guitar across his back. And it's like, what happened?
You better stop playing with King Corbin.
He don't play
with his crowd.
We told that man that we hated the vest, and he wore it for a year and a half.
He's vindictive.
He does not play. When he don't like something and he know you don't like it, he is gonna wear it out. I'm telling you, that funny. Guy is hilarious. He is the biggest troll ever.
That's funny. It's funny, but yeah, like I said, I'm really enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it actually too.
Yeah.
I really was against it in the beginning.
Well, Art, you got to give things a chance. But you're always you got your snap judgments going on sometimes. You got to give things a chance.
Like Vince hasn't given us a reason to have snap judgment.
Well, Art, you can't let him ruin your appreciation of wrestling. You just give everything snap judgments all the time.
But he sure tries to do it, doesn't he? Doesn't he?
Sometimes.
Because this guy will take things away from you so fast.
Never fails, man. You're just getting into it. You're just starting to like it, and bam, it's over. Especially with tag teams, that's the worst stuff. He does that the most. I don't get it.
Now
there's no reason to break up the flipping hurt business, and I'm already saying that RKO's going to break up eventually.
We know.
Yeah,
we know it's coming. We know
when they're hot as hell too, and then bam, it's over.
Then but I was happy to see the Mysterios again because this man Dominic is starting to get his credibility.
That's the thing. They've been working for the last 2 weeks since WrestleMania Backlash on building up Dominic Mysterio's wrestler's cred, and I'm here for it. Because you remember WrestleMania Backlash, he gets attacked in the backstage area, and then Ray comes out there and wrestles a handicap match, and then Dominic comes down there all defiant and hurt and everything. He ain't gonna stay down, and then he gets in there and he gets the win for him, and they win the tag champs and they win the tag title.
What a beautiful frog flag!
Yeah, and then this week on SmackDown, when the Dirty Dogs got their rematch, Ray gets attacked backstage, and Dolph and Bobby are pretty much like, let's just go ahead and call this out. They're not coming out here. Just give us the tag titles and everything. And then out comes Dominic Mysterio.
By himself.
Handicap match.
And he wrestles the whole match alone.
And then the finish is Ray comes out all hurt and everything. One of them gets distracted. I can't remember which one it was.
It was Rude that got rolled up.
It was Rude that gets rolled up. And then Dom rolls them up 1, 2, 3. And Dominic Mysterio has defeated the Dirty Dogs in the handicap match.
By himself, because Ray never got a tag.
Ray never even made it. Like I said, though, in my opinion, that's how you build a wrestler's credibility. And they needed to do that if we're going to have Dominic Mysterio around for a while.
You just wait till Vince finds out you like him.
Oh, Lord.
The next thing you know, Dominic is going to be hitting Ray in the back of the head with a chair.
No!
I'm telling you.
For Pete's sake!
Or it's going to be a girl.
Oh, my God.
It's going to be a girl that breaks him up.
Why would a girl come between a father and son? What the hell is wrong with you?
Dominic, I don't like her. She's bad news. Pop, I love her. You keep your mouth shut about this girl. Just because she dressed like that, it doesn't make her a bad person. She's got my back.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm telling you, you just wait till Vince finds out you like them.
God.
He's like, all right, they made history. Break them up.
You're the worst, man.
But
anyway, come on, man. Like, this is working right now. I love Ray and Dominic together.
They made history.
Great team.
The history has been made, and now it's over.
It's not over. It's not over.
The feeling is about to die. You just wait till Vince find out. I'm telling you.
Well, never mind. But anyway, yeah, like you said, Ray and Dom looking pretty strong and everything.
They do. And I had to get used to the Dirty Dogs as a team, but I like them too.
Yeah, I'm getting behind the Dirty Dogs. And I'm definitely here for the SmackDown Tag Team title match next week. The Usos and Ray and Dominic. That should be a barn burner.
Not just that, but it should really progress the story.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the Usos should be able to beat them no problem for real. But if Jay really doesn't want to be a tag champ, then he probably won't be a tag champ. Yeah. I can see him walking out on.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, you would think that the Usos would have the edge over Ray and Dominic, but you know, you got to
psychologically at this point,
you got to remember that Jay's head isn't all the way in the game.
Yeah, it's not. It's too worried about getting that blessing from Roman.
Yeah, he's split in two different directions.
And the one thing that stuck out to me that Roman said that Jay told Roman was he was like, I'm with Jimmy tonight, but I'm with you. I'm with you. And Roman was like, we need to tell him that, which lets me know that he still don't believe that that Jimmy's with him.
Yeah.
Period. He don't believe it yet.
Well, you know what they had to do with Jey Uso to get him to fall in line. Roman had to beat it out of him. Pretty sure it'd be the same thing with Jimmy. I can see them having a couple of matches.
Hey, he beat it out of him at Jimmy's expense because remember he choked Jimmy out to make him say I quit.
And it's true.
So Jay got the message, but Jimmy got the pain. But hey, I'm loving the way it's going. Another thing that I'm loving on SmackDown is the Intercontinental title scene.
Yeah, most definitely.
I mean,
according to West, Ray's going to lose the tag titles on SmackDown.
Oh, he thinks so?
Yeah, he thinks Usos is going to take them back.
He can stop that. That's a fact, bro. I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, me neither. I don't think the Usos are taking these tag titles anywhere.
We need to know where Jimmy stands before they can get gold in the bloodline, baby.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, the U.S. title scene, the Intercontinental title scene, these four guys is killing it right now.
Man. Yeah, I'm really
Zayn,
liking it.
Big E, Apollo, and Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
is killing the scene. And when you add in Aleister Black, it just gives a whole new element.
I never even really thought about Aleister Black coming for the Intercontinental title. Like I thought he was coming for Big E. You just put a new idea in my head.
Yeah, see, I'm just saying, when you add Aleister Black in, I mean, give him something to go for.
Yeah.
And that's gonna really set him off because he's been lingering on the main roster since he got up there. Mm-hmm. Never really achieved too much of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just lingering. Pulling off great matches with Buddy Murphy and things like that. And then off TV. On TV, Selena Vega's gone, off TV again. And then here we go now, and he attacks the former IC champ who really had almost pretty much had the match won.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to this feud. I think I said it last week or something like that. I feel like Aleister Black needs a big person to rival with, but for his comeback in, Big E's been doing big things.
Yeah.
I feel like, that's a pretty great mid-card feud right there that you can fit those guys in and everything.
I mean, if you want to prolong it, he could take out each person that challenged for that title. He could take out Big E first, then go for KO or Sammy, then go for, either one, and then go for Apollo, whichever way you choose. But I think
that would be so dope watching Aleister Black pick off contenders one by one until it gets to Apollo Crews.
Yeah, because
that'd be awesome.
I mean, but you still got General Aziz there to watch his back. You hear me? Because KO and Apollo had a match.
And it was pretty much all KO. And he ran through him.
When he was getting the pin, General Aziz came through the middle rope and stuck him in the throat.
I gave him the Nigerian nail.
And KO's in the back. I mean, he's selling this Nigerian nail too. He's selling it, like really selling it. And he's in the back, and Adam Pearce gives him a title shot next week and says that Aziz is banned from ringside.
Yep.
So I don't know how Apollo's going to pull this off.
I feel like Apollo's going to pull it off. He's going to find some way to get the job done. I don't see them taking that title off him right now.
So how do you feel about Apollo with this Nigerian character at this point now that it's got a chance to kind of sink in?
I still like it. You know, as I said before, it's his character, it's his heritage, so he should be able to play off his heritage. You know, people like to give him, flack for the accent or whatever, but how do we know that that's not the way he really talks? How do we know he wasn't hiding the accent before?
Because we heard his natural speaking voice.
I mean, but how do we know that that's his natural speaking voice? He wasn't just hiding the accent, Art.
Because you can tell when someone's acting plain as day. You can tell when it's their natural voice.
But anyway, like I said, I don't think that people should give him so much flack for the accent. He's doing all right with it.
I think it puts a great twist.
Yeah, it does. It does. If he's playing a Nigerian character, he should have a Nigerian accent.
He's really annoying with that accent too. When he's prolonging all these words, when he's like, "You're a champion."
But yeah, as I said, I'm really enjoying this character. Oh, he looks good, and them colors, the white and the green and everything. I like. He's got a heavy behind him.
Yeah, see, I think that's the part that I don't like. Yeah. I don't really like General Aziz with him.
But the thing is that we know that's not General Aziz. That's Dabba-Kato.
We know. I mean, I just don't like. It would have made more sense to switch.
Yeah.
Dabba-Kato and Omos.
Yeah, Omos is actually Nigerian.
It would have made more sense to switch them. But I mean, who am I? I'm not a writer.
I like that he has. I like that he has a heavy behind him, and I think the General Aziz works. It's not perfect, but it works.
Yeah, I don't even think he needs a heavy, to be honest. I think his annoying.
I mean, it works for the heel thing.
No, I think his annoying, cheating ways could do it on its own.
Yeah, that's true.
I really do.
It's not really a necessity. It's more of a luxury, as they say.
Yeah. I don't really think he needs it, though. I just wanted to know how you felt about him.
Well, Wes doesn't like it.
Yeah.
He doesn't like this Apollo Crews character. Why not, Wes?
I don't see. I mean, I like the Apollo Crews character, but I don't like the General Aziz being with him part.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't think that fits him well.
I mean, if they brought in somebody we've never seen before, that's my thing about it. If they brought in somebody we've never seen before, and that's one thing, and they give him the general character, but that's not General Aziz. That's Dabba-Kato. Don't try to pull a wool over our eyes.
I mean, we've dealt with that throughout our whole lives with wrestling.
Yeah, it's true.
We've done with character switches endlessly, but some work and some don't.
I don't feel like this one's
General
working.
Aziz works, because if they wanted him to go solo, could you really see General Aziz?
No.
As
this is basically just brought in for Apollo. I don't see General Aziz being on his own. When Apollo's done with him, that's the last time we're going to see General Aziz.
Exactly. I see.
This is brought in for Apollo.
But I can see Omos being on his own.
Yeah, I can see that. I just don't know where it would go.
Yeah, I don't know where it would go or what it would affect it.
I've said it on the show before. that I feel like OMS is coming out hot and heavy and everything. It looks great now, but it's not really built for longevity.
It's nowhere to go but down.
Yeah, nowhere to go but for down. Nowhere to go but down. What happens when AJ is not with him anymore? Is he still going to be this monster? I doubt it.
I believe that he'll still be a monster. I just don't believe that he'll have the wits to get any pinfalls, because there's a lot of sneaky people in the wrestling business. And you will get rolled up and feet on the ropes and so fast. And only experienced people deal with stuff like that. I just don't feel like once they build them up and have them win the belt, then what? It's like Goldberg syndrome.
Pretty much, where do you go with him from there?
Exactly. Once he gets his first loss, he's going to lose all the time.
Because Omos is coming so hot and heavy, like he's never even looked like he was in trouble. He's never been off his feet. He's never really looked like he's
never even, I was going to say, he's never even been stumbled.
Yeah, he's never even been staggered before. And, like I said, it's cool for now, but where's that going to be 5 years from now, 6 years from now?
Personally, I think it makes AJ look weak.
I don't think so.
Because everybody's just picking on him like he's just a weak person that, we have to beat AJ.
I mean, when you look at Omos, then you would think that you'd go after AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Wes doesn't like the general. Wes doesn't like the general. I thought he didn't like Apollo. Okay, no. I got you, Wes.
But I'm saying, even though Omos is a monster and all that, AJ is a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah,
you shouldn't just be able to take him out that easily.
I feel like he's helping,
especially someone like Elias and Jackson Riker. Come on,
that pinfall loss should not have happened, in my opinion. Yeah, I definitely feel you there, but I feel like AJ is helping Omos get over, and that could be nothing but a good thing.
Yeah, it's helping him get over, but he's got to build some type of wrestling rapport.
I mean, we all know how great AJ Styles is, Art. He can't get any greater.
Yeah, I'm talking about Omos needs to build some type of wrestling.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
At least. Yeah. But yeah, so much more to get into, guys. We are just halfway into this joint. Please stick around for more of the Sons of... We'll talk.
You're listening to RGTR, Red Go Talk Radio.
Do you love Kings of the Round Table? We'll help support JPHG and Jordan Cruz by picking up your copy of 11 and 11, a hometown hero, LaRussa's last ride in red, and a Miracle World Series for the St. Louis Cardinals. Written by Benjamin Hoffman with a foreword by Chris Carpenter and closing remarks by Jason Mott, 11 and 11 is a thoroughly reported chronicle of an unparalleled season packed with interviews with key players, team executive broadcasters, and more. This is the definitive account of a championship run no Cardinals fan will ever forget. To pick up your copy of 11 and 11, visit redgold.net and purchase through our Amazon link to support this show and this station.
Two great shows have been announced for the Arizona Wrestling Federation in May. May 8th, AWF Nova, and May 29th, the Wild Card Rumble is back. Both in Phoenix, Arizona. Get your tickets at ArizonaWrestlingFederation.com.
Hey guys, it's Big HD, the Hardcore Degenerate, inviting you to check out Kings of the Round Table every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on RGTR Radio.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Art Dog here with your homeboy MJ Gunner.
What's going on, everybody?
And we want you to join us every Tuesday live for the Sons of Legends podcast at 10 p.m. where we talk about wrestling, sports, entertainment, and everything else. It's a show for the fans, by the fans.
That's right, Art. You know it gets whenever we get in to talk about our wrestling. It gets completely insane.
And every Tuesday, we'll be all the way live, 10 p.m. Join us for the Sons of Legends podcast on RGTR.
Hey, folks. I'm Bradley C. Baker.
And I'm Jim Caterly.
And we're from Broken Link Radio. We'd like to ask you to take a second of your day to join our Patreon at brokenlinkradio1word.com. You see, due to Jim's excessive shoe habit
And Burhead's compulsive habit of buying used books,
we need a little help keeping up with our operational fees. With packages starting as low as $3.99 a month, you can become the ultimate scumbag and help keep food on our tables during these trying times.
Dude, what's this? We're not starving.
I know, Jim, but listen, we're all in this together.
No, it's like you're making us into a Sarah McLachlan commercial or something.
I know. I'm just reading what was written, Jim.
Why don't we just tell them if they like what they hear to support the show?
Yeah, well, I think we're out of time now, and the studio only paid for one take, so whatever. Catch new episodes every Monday and help support the show on our Patreon at brokenlinkradio1word.com, patreon.com/brokenlinkradio.
Do it! I still hate that URL.
Broken Link Radio.
We're living in unprecedented time. At a time of a pandemic like this, it is way too easy to get confused and to have fear about what you should be doing with your money in your accounts, especially as you're looking at the volatility in the stock market and the financial sector. This is what I would like you to take away from this. Your money is safe at the banks. The last thing you should be doing is pulling your money out of the banks now, thinking that it's going to be safer someplace else. You don't want to be walking around with large wads of cash, and you certainly don't want to be hoarding cash in your mattress. It didn't pan out well for so many people. And I will tell you this, no depositor has lost a penny of their insured deposits since 1933, when the FDIC was created. So if you're talking about having your money in a safe place, please keep it in an FDIC-insured bank.
You're listening to RGTR, Red Go Talk Radio.
Do you love Kings of the Round Table? We'll help support JPHG and Jordan Cruz by picking up your copy of 11 and 11, a hometown hero, LaRussa's last ride in red, and a Miracle World Series for the St. Louis Cardinals. Written by Benjamin Hoffman with a foreword by Chris Carpenter and closing remarks by Jason Mott, 11 and 11 is a thoroughly reported chronicle of an unparalleled season packed with interviews with key players, team executive broadcasters, and more. This is the definitive account of a championship run no Cardinals fan will ever forget. To pick up your copy of 11 and 11, visit redgold.net and purchase through our Amazon link to support this show and this station.
You're listening to RGTR, Red Go Talk Radio.
The rest. Did you see that picture of Becky Lynch? What's up, guys? We are back. Welcome to the Sons of Legends. It's your boy Hard Dog here with your homeboy MJ Gunner.
We back at it. I got overexcited.
He's deep in this joint, and he's still super excited like we just started.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are talking everything wrestling in this joint right now. And we're on NXT, which has been an incredible show, man.
Always shuts it down.
Yeah, these past couple weeks, dog, it has been so good.
NXT is always good.
With Bronson Reed winning the United States title last week. North Americans. I don't know why I keep mixing all these mid-card titles. But yeah, the North American title was won by Bronson Reed last week. And this week he came out to give his speech or whatever. saying it was for everybody.
Mhm.
And surprisingly, Legado del Fantasma came out.
That's not surprisingly to me, Art. I called it.
No, I
called it.
wanted a certain person to come out
Aw,
with his
man.
crew.
It was not yet, Art. Not yet. Legado, the Santos Escobar's got to go first.
Yeah, I mean, Santos is a great place to start when you're defending. I mean, it is going to make him seem like overcoming the odds when he's got 3 people that he's got to worry about with Legado.
Yeah, and if Santos does get the title, it gives him another title to hold. And I'm really excited to see that because he was such a great cruiserweight champion. I'd love to see what he could do with the bigger guys. Santos Escobar. He's pretty much gone as far as he was going to go as cruiserweight champion. And I've said it a million times, said it a million more. Great champions don't mean much without great challengers. And I feel like he'd get a lot of good challengers up there with that North American title.
Yeah, I get it, though.
Yeah,
you said not now.
You got to get roll on the brain. I know, Art. They're
not
great.
Now.
Just Santos got to go first.
Yeah, not now, but I'm excited, man. I can't wait to see more of them. I just want to see more of them.
And that's facts, man. I'm definitely excited to see that. And NXT started this week with Ember and Shotzi against Dakota and Raquel to determine the number 1 contenders for the tag titles. Ember and Shotzi go over there. I'm really liking this feud between Ember and Shotzi in the way. I can watch these matches forever, and I don't think I'd ever get bored. Like, they have great chemistry together.
They do in the ring and out of the ring.
Yeah, they do. It's great.
It's something about when Ember and Shotzi and Candice and Indy get together, man. They
create magic.
They create these crazy spots that you just don't see women doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Too often. You don't see all these table spots and ladders and what I'm saying?
Not even in the women's revolution, as great as it's been, they don't get hardcore too often.
Man, the things that they were creating was crazy. And then the promos are just excellent. Hilarious coming from Candice and Indy. And I mean, even though
it's funny with Shotzi and Ember too. You remember the part where they were arguing about who Dexter Lumis was sending flowers to.
Yeah, and even though Raquel and Dakota lost, they still beat the crap out of them after the match was over.
Yeah, that's the thing. I thought Raquel Gonzalez is going face, and then we see her lay out Shotzi after the match. Got Dakota Kai holding Ember Moon there to watch it.
So that's what makes
this. I thought Raquel Gonzalez was going face.
No, that's what makes me think that Ember's probably going to be the next person in line at Raquel.
You think so?
Yeah, that's what it feels like to me. It feels like that Ember is starting something with Raquel by them choosing her to watch them beat down Shotzi.
Well, I can definitely get behind that. Ember Moon's a great challenger for her.
Yeah, Ember Moon is a former NXT Women's Champ, so
big name down there.
Big name, been to the main roster, did her thing.
And I feel like Raquel Gonzalez could use that big name challenger. Nothing against Mercedes Martinez. She's great, but she doesn't have the name.
See, Mercedes Martinez posed a different type of challenge. Mercedes posed this challenge of toughness and grit. Like, I'm just as tough as you are. Ember is more experienced and has been champ before and been there, done that.
Great matches.
So
cannot wait. I'm here for it. I'm here for most things on NXT.
That's a lot of what makes me feel like Ember's going to be next in line and she's going to be a great challenger, but Raquel's going to be champ for a while.
I'm not complaining about that either. Like, they built Raquel Gonzalez the right way, and I can see her having a nice lengthy title run. While we're on the women of NXT, poor Indy. She spent this week searching for Dexter Lumis, can't find him anywhere. And then she finally comes to this room, and he's got all these paintings of pretty much Dexter Lumis' heart being ripped out. and he's heartbroken and broken hearts, and she just hurt him so bad.
Well,
and now
she
feels
didn't
bad
know
about
that
it.
he was standing there all creepily while she was getting a massage. Supposed to have girl time, and he's creepy.
All he does is just show up and stare at me, and then the camera pans up, and there he is giving her
staring at her.
Well, this is a creep character when you look at it that way, Art. It really is.
He's a creep character.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kidnaps people.
Yeah, he does.
He kidnapped 2 people, and one of them ended up having fun.
Yeah, it was like Austin Theory apparently had the time of his life.
And his heart broke when he found out Dexter didn't like him.
Yeah, it did. It definitely did. But anyway, Index is still on the rocks and trying to work everything out. I hope those crazy kids make it.
Oh my God, I don't. You don't get out of here with that. Every week, you and Beth Phoenix want to see Index make it.
Well,
and every week, me and Wade Barrett tell you guys to drop it.
It's such a nice story.
Drop it.
I want to see it. It's fun. It's great.
Let it go. Let it go.
That's funny, though. But anyway, we also had the $1 Million Face-Off this week.
Wow.
You know,
now see, I left this with more questions than answers.
I'm pretty sure this means that Cameron Grimes and LA Knight are going to have a match to take over. The winner's probably going to get the $1 Million title because, you know, Cameron Grimes comes out to the ring and then Ted DiBiase comes out to the ring. Cameron Grimes is basically like, dude, you know, what's your damage? You know, why are you always popping up at me trying to ruin all my fun? I'm just trying to live my best life, and you just won't let me do it.
You. I used to look up to you and all that.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
And DiBiase gave him the speech about how he sees him in him, and he needs to get his focus back and all that. And then here comes LA Knight.
Yeah. I love that guy.
But I mean, he did lay Cameron out, and then DiBiase just stands over and said, "Kid, when are you gonna learn?" And just starts laughing.
He gets a laugh,
and I'm confused again.
I'm pretty sure that this means that those two are gonna have a match. The winner's probably gonna get the $1 million title. I'd love to see Cameron Grimes walking around with the $1 million title and just coming out.
I mean, I feel like he's
flossing with it and everything.
He's the only one that can make it make sense. And make people actually want it.
Yeah.
Like Truth did for the 24/7 title. I don't think it'll ever be like a major title.
But it's a funny prop.
Yeah, but it's not just it'll be a great segment to have. Like the 24/7 I don't think it'll be as funny as the 24/7
No,
title.
probably not.
But it'll be with way more athletic people and way better matches for it.
I mean, I doubt we'll actually see people wrestling over this title.
Why not?
I think it's just going to be, something for
Who
Cameron
can
Grimes
spend the most money?
I think it's just going to be something for Cameron Grimes to have. Like, Ted DiBiase never really defended the $1 million title, did he?
Austin did.
Yeah, Austin defended it sometimes.
As the ringmaster.
He wasn't $1 million man.
But it's a different, since the 24/7 premise, it'll be a different type of thing.
I think that it's just going to be something for Cameron Grimes to hold and walk out to the ring with, and floss at everybody with,
instead of giving people money all the time.
Yeah, just say, look at my title and everything. He's 24. He's the $1 million champion. And he's going to the moon. Stuff like that.
I don't like it. Then.
I love it.
Okay, if that's what you want to do,
that's what
I thought it was going to be an actual have a certain type of match.
I doubt it. Got it. Like, who are you gonna do? Have a floss off for it or something? Like, who can drop the most bread on something? Something like that.
Good.
Who's got the booth?
Sounds good.
Nah,
you buy a booth, I buy the club.
Nah, man. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be something for Cameron Grimes to hold.
You buy a limo, I buy a stretch limo. You buy a table, I buy a restaurant.
Yeah, I definitely could get that. But no, I think it's going to be something for Cameron Grimes to hold on to, which is fun, in my opinion. I like this.
I can hear him coming out. You ain't never seen a day in your life.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, I could definitely see that. All right, something else that happened on NXT this week.
Yep.
We had Balor and Cross 2.
Yep.
Great match.
I mean, it's exactly what I expected out of it. I mean, to be honest with you, I can only watch these two wrestle maybe once or twice. That's enough. I don't want to see this match again. It's going to go the same way every single time.
Yeah, and they're always good matches, but yeah, that's right. They're always, you can only elevate it so high before.
With these two, only with these two. I'm saying it's not like O'Reilly and Balor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
I could watch them fight over and over and over and over again, and every match will be different.
Yeah.
These two, it felt almost the same as the first one.
I get that.
The first time it felt brand new. It had a big fight feel to it. This time it felt like I was watching a rematch. It felt like,
well, it is a rematch.
I'm saying, like, the feeling you got with Shawn and Taker the first time at 25.
Yeah. And
then at 26, it felt like a whole new match.
Yeah, I get that.
This one felt like I was watching the same match again. It almost ended the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where they do have chemistry. They do have a good match. But if they keep wrestling each other, after the second one, it's going to get stale immediately. I don't want to see it again.
Okay.
And where does Balor go from here?
That they've been talking. I hear rumblings that the main roster been trying to get their hands back on him.
The only place that he might be needed is on Raw.
I mean, I love Finn Balor in NXT, but I feel like he's done what he came to do. He came back down there to reinvent himself, came back down there to put some more eyes on the NXT title. He came back down there to put some people over and to really make NXT pop again. And I feel like he did that. And if he wants to, I feel like he should go ahead and back up to the main roster. They need him on Raw, but I'd love to see him on SmackDown, though.
I think there's a place that I'd rather see him, and that's NXT UK.
Yeah, that'd be great. He'd be great over there, too.
I feel like he'd get the utmost respect over there.
He gets respect over here.
I feel like he'd get the utmost respect over there.
Yeah.
I feel like him and Walter is something that people are dying to see.
That's true. That's true.
And I feel like that'll be the only person that has a possibility of taking the belt off of Walter, because Walter has cleaned out everybody in UK.
Yeah, that's right, Art. Yeah, it's definitely true. You have a good idea there. Yeah, Balor is a big enough name to where you can see him taking the title off of him, and you believe it.
If you want to get some eyes on NXT UK, Finn Balor can do it.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. That's a good idea. Yeah, but anyway, another thing that happened on NXT this week was Bobby Fish wrestled Pete Dunne this week.
Which was a great match.
It's a great match. I mean, I'm not knocking Bobby Fish as a wrestler. I just got to get used to seeing him as a solo wrestler, because he was a part of my favorite tag team outside the WWE and Red Dragon and ROH for years. And I loved Red Dragon. But I didn't really get behind Bobby Fish as a solo wrestler in Ring of Honor. He was television champion. I get that.
I got behind him, especially when he was doing the fish tank.
Yeah, I like the fish tank. It was all right.
And stuff like Bobby Fish was good, but I don't feel like NXT is giving him the proper lift off like they gave everybody else in the other.
Like they gave Kyle O'Reilly. That's the thing. They made Kyle O'Reilly a single superstar before the Undisputed Era broke up, baby. And Roderick Strong, we could believe he could be a single superstar.
He started off as
wherever,
a single superstar.
Like he was the solo act of this. You know, Bobby and Kyle O'Reilly were the tag team, and you know Adam Cole was the heavyweight guy, and he was the mid-card guy. You know, he was a solo act in Undisputed Era, so you would have no problems thinking would be a solo act.
And it's not many times where we saw Bobby Fish and NXT have singles matches. That's the thing. It would have been different if we'd have saw him in singles matches a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
But Kyle O'Reilly has had two major feuds by the time the Undisputed Era broke up. And Bobby Fish was injured during that whole time.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
So we didn't have a chance to get familiar with him as a person, as an act, as a character, as a wrestler, or anything. But you know, and the fact that Pete a great match with a wet towel doesn't help.
How does that not help?
I mean, because it's Pete Dunne, so he can have a great match with anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
So it doesn't help Bobby Fish prove a point that he can have a great match.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We know Pete Dunne can have a great match with anybody.
Yeah.
We watched him do it for 2 years with that UK title.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Pete Dunne's one of my favorites.
We have to get familiar with Bobby Fish in a singles match, and he can't lose them all. He's lost his debut match back.
Yeah, that's true.
It's against Pete Dunne, but he lost his debut match back. That's not a good first start.
Gotta start building some steam as a singles wrestler.
And to be in the most dominant group in NXT history and to come out losing right off the bat.
Let's not be the odd man out here, Bobby Fish.
I mean, Roddy quit. He was like, I'm done.
Yeah, and Kyle O'Reilly's doing pretty well. So is Adam Cole.
Kyle O'Reilly got the drip. He got the fan base. He got that top hat.
Yeah, he's got the jeans and the t-shirt and the jean jacket.
Hey, Kyle O'Reilly doing his thing right now.
He got the hipster stuff.
I can see him going for a title right now. I've got used to him as a solo artist. I didn't even get to hear Bobby Fish's entrance music because they were coming back from commercial.
Me neither. Like, what would his entrance music even be?
That's what I'm saying. We don't know anything about him yet. We just know that he's a good wrestler.
Yeah, he's a great wrestler.
And that's all we know. You know what I mean? They got to give him a chance to do something with it. So hopefully he gets a chance to get off the ground with it. I'm really intrigued by these promos from the Diamond Mine. Who do you think?
I'll tell you when we come back.
Well, I guess you guys got to stay tuned to find out who we think the Diamond Mine is. Right here on the Sons of Legends. Stay tuned here on Red Bull Talk Radio, baby.
You're listening to RGTR, Red Go Talk Radio.
Do you love Kings of the Round Table? We'll help support JPHG and Jordan Cruz by picking up your copy of 11 and 11, a hometown hero, LaRussa's last ride in red, and a Miracle World Series for the St. Louis Cardinals. Written by Benjamin Hoffman with a foreword by Chris Carpenter and closing remarks by Jason Mott. 11 and 11 is a thoroughly reported chronicle of an unparalleled season packed with interviews with key players, team executive broadcasters, and more. This is the definitive account of a championship run no Cardinals fan will ever forget. To pick up your copy of 11 and 11, visit redgold.net and purchase through our Amazon link to support this show and this station.
Two great shows have been announced for the Arizona Wrestling Federation in May. May 8th, AWF Nova, and May 29th, the Wild Card Rumble is back. Both in Phoenix, Arizona. Get your tickets at ArizonaWrestlingFederation.com.
Hey guys, it's Big HD, the Hardcore Degenerate, inviting you to check out Kings of the Round Table every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on RGTR Radio.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Art Dog here with your homeboy MJ Gunner.
What's going on, everybody?
And we want you to join us every Tuesday live for the Sons of Legends podcast at 10 p.m., where we talk about wrestling, sports, entertainment, and everything else. It's a show for the fans, by the fans.
That's right, Art. You know how it gets whenever we get here to talk about our wrestling. It gets completely insane.
And every Tuesday, we'll be all the way live, 10 p.m. Join us for the Sons of Legends podcast on RGTR.
Hey folks, I'm Bradley C. Baker.
And I'm Jim Caterly.
And we're from Broken Link Radio. We'd like to ask you to take a second of your day to join our Patreon at brokenlinkradio1word.com. You see, due to Jim's excessive shoe habit
and Burhead's compulsive habit of buying used books,
we need a little help keeping up with our operational fees. With packages starting as low as $3.99 a month, you can become the ultimate scumbag and help keep food on our tables during these trying times.
Dude, what's this? We're not starving.
I know, Jim, but listen, we're all in this together.
No, it's like you're making us into a Sarah McLachlan commercial or something.
I know. I'm just reading what was written, Jim.
Why don't we just tell them if they like what they hear to support the show?
Yeah, well, I think we're out of time now, and the studio only paid for one take, so whatever. Catch new episodes every Monday and help support the show on our Patreon at brokenlinkradio1word.com, patreon.com/brokenlinkradio.
Do it! I still hate that URL.
Broken Link Radio.
We're living in unprecedented time. At a time of a pandemic like this, it is way too easy to get confused and to have fear about what you should be doing with your money in your accounts, especially as you're looking at the volatility in the stock market and the financial sector. This is what I would like you to take away from this. Your money is safe at the banks. The last thing you should be doing is pulling your money out of the banks now, thinking that it's going to be safer someplace else. You don't want to be walking around with large wads of cash, and you certainly don't want to be hoarding cash in your mattress. It didn't pan out well for so many people. And I will tell you this, no depositor has lost a penny of their insured deposits since 1933, when the FDIC was created. So if you're talking about having your money in a safe place, please keep it in an FDIC-insured bank.
You're listening to RGTR, Red Go Talk Radio.
Do you love Kings of the Round Table? We'll help support JPHG and Jordan Cruz by picking up your copy of 11 and 11, a hometown hero, LaRussa's last ride in red, and a Miracle World Series for the St. Louis Cardinals. Written by Benjamin Hoffman with a foreword by Chris Carpenter and closing remarks by Jason Mott, 11 and 11 is a thoroughly reported chronicle of an unparalleled season packed with interviews with key players, team executive broadcasters, and more. This is the definitive account of a championship run no Cardinals fan will ever forget. To pick up your copy of 11 and 11, visit redgold.net and purchase through our Amazon link to support this show and this station.
You're listening to RGTR, Red Go Talk Radio.
Welcome back, guys. We are here, Sons of Legends, your boy Art Dog, your boy MJ Gunna.
What it is?
And we are discussing NXT right now, talking about this thing that kind of got us heated while we were doing commercial break. I've been seeing these previews of the Diamond Mine, and Gunner says he has a good idea of who he thinks it is.
Well, Art, it's kind of been a known trademark, as they say, over the last few years of wrestling, that when you look to diamonds, that's Tessa Blanchard's signal. Like that she uses the diamond stuff. So I'm thinking that it's probably her. And
that you think that it's Tessa Blanchard and
probably Daga as well. And don't get me wrong, Tessa Blanchard is a quality talent. It just, I don't know if I'm ready to skip yet.
I think Tessa Blanchard.
I feel like she did. I'm still a little scorned from the last time.
I feel like Tessa Blanchard.
Go ahead, Art.
Ruined TNA.
And she didn't ruin them. They're doing just fine, Art. They're doing just fine.
Them, dude.
They're doing just fine.
They were just getting my viewership back.
When she was doing it was great.
Sammy Callahan was getting up there on top. I was with it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. OVW was on. OVW was on. Ohio.
Ohio versus everything, Art.
OVE.
OVE
was killing the game, and Tessa Blanchard came and ran through everything good that they had over there. She smashed Brian Cage. She smashed Sammy Callahan. She
won the match.
Was smashing people, dude.
She won the match. I wouldn't say
won the title and never came back.
I'm still a little scorned because I was completely in Tessa Blanchard's corner going into her feud with Sammy Callahan. I thought that they'd done a great job. I'm talking right now, Art, okay?
Sure are.
Okay? You had your turn.
Hot garbage.
But anyway, as I was saying, I was in her corner. I felt like they built her to be the big star and everything. And I felt like this is going to be great. And then all the stuff comes to light. You know, people started saying all this stuff about her. You know, she's a bully. You know, somebody came forward with the racist story. And, well, Art, I just don't know what to believe. And it feels like a kind of a trust issue at this point. You know, I kind of feel scorned. I trusted you, and I was in your corner. I was a fan of yours, and then I hear all this stuff.
And then you find out she don't even like you.
I was a little miffed, Art, you know, and I'm not over it yet. I'm not. I don't think that I'm prepared to be in Tessa Blanchard's corner again. And if I see her wrestling, then I can't completely trust myself not to turn in that direction because she's that good.
She's not.
She is good, Art.
I don't like Tessa
You just
Blanchard.
don't like Tessa Blanchard because you know that she gives Charlotte Flair a run for her money.
There you go.
Because
always
it's true.
Trying to compare
Because it's true.
To the queen.
No, I'm not trying to compare people to the queen. I'm trying to compare another second generation women's wrestler who's damn good in the ring to Charlotte Flair.
Who killed the company.
She didn't kill anything.
She almost killed a company.
They were doing just fine. They were doing just fine, Art. They were doing just fine.
Before she showed up.
And they're doing just fine after she's been there, Art.
No.
They're doing
half
just
of
fine.
their belts are in other people's hands.
That's not true.
Not anymore.
That's
since
not
Finn
true.
Juice lost.
Hey, I watch Impact every week, Art. Now, you don't get to speak on Impact. I watch Impact every week. They're doing just fine.
I watch Impact.
No, you don't.
I'm just glad that Tessa's not there ruining things again.
She didn't ruin it the first time.
She's on her way to ruin another company. Here she comes. So get ready. Get ready for her to ruin a bunch of other people in NXT.
I would not say
while she puts that mug in people's faces, spreads her arms with that long face of hers.
Don't start with the comments on the physical stuff, man. Why you gotta go there? Why you gotta go there? Dang.
She's sexy. You happy?
Why you gotta go there, Art?
You happy?
I'm just saying. I wasn't talking about her physical attributes. Art. Why you gotta go there?
Here she comes to ruin another division.
I would not say that.
Every division she steps inside is never the same when she finishes.
It's not true, Art. The Impact World
She cleaned it out and dropped the title.
The Knockouts division
the
is doing
heavyweight
just fine.
division.
The
She
heavyweight
sent
division
everybody to AEW.
Sammy Callahan's still there and doing just fine. Brian Cage is doing all right. You act like they're ruined, and they're not.
All of Ohio versus everything, and now Sammy Callahan's alone because they couldn't handle Tessa Blanchard.
Don't start with me, man. Can we just talk about something else?
Can we talk about Double or Nothing?
Okay, fine.
Jeez.
But anyway, there's a couple things happen there. Omega retains the title over Orange Cassidy and Pac. The Young Bucks keep the titles over John Moxley and Eddie Kingston.
Which one of the things that happened that kind of tripped me out in it was them trying to mock the Shield. Why is it that AEW keeps saying, we're not worried about what they're doing? And then keeps taking all these cheap shots at WWE.
I don't know, Art. I just don't know. According to them, they're not worried about what they're doing, but the actions speak louder than words.
And every action is.
Cody destroyed the phone a little while ago. You remember that when he destroyed it with the sledgehammer?
That was in the beginning, though.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's just side comments and cheap taunts, things like that. That if you're not really a wrestling fan or you're not paying attention, you might not get.
Yeah, it's true. And something else that happened.
Hold on. Before we pass that, I wanted to say the fact that Moxley and Kingston are the big faces of the company, and the Bucks just beat them clean without any type of cheap tactics. They're supposed to be heels and all that. That does not help Moxley's case. And he was the one that got pinned. They pinned him with double V triggers like 4 times or something like that, spamming these moves.
Well, Moxley and Kingston aren't exactly a tag team. They're good buddies and everything. And the Young Bucks are considered to be one of the best tag teams in the world. I don't see how losing to them is gonna hurt anybody. It's not like they lost some ham and egger tag team. The Bucks are
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it doesn't do. I mean, if you want the heel heat, you have to do heel things.
Yeah, it's true.
And beating somebody, the biggest face probably in the company, and Moxley, clean. They could have at least pinned Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why they didn't pin. I don't know why they pinned Moxley. I don't get that either.
Jeez, bro. I mean, come on. You guys need to get it together.
But anyway, as I was saying, a couple of positive things did happen. One of them was Britt Baker won the women's title. I'm a big fan of Dr. Britt and everything, and I've been waiting for her to get the women's title, and they gave it to her this past weekend.
Definitely, I feel like Sheeta's run has been really stale, especially the fact that after she beat Nyla Rose. And the feud that she had with Rio and all of that was over. Britt Baker was the only threat that she had. Chris Statlander was injured, so she's not been around. And their women's division is real shallow as it is. And Britt Baker is the biggest star that they have in that division. Yeah. So it was well deserved. And then after that match that she had with Thunder Rosa, everybody was real high on her.
Yeah, I really like Thunder Rosa, and I really like Britt Baker.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of heavy hitters over there in the women's division, Art. They got some. But anyway, another thing that happened on with the Double or Nothing, I think they called it the Casino Battle Royal.
Yep, Casino Battle Royal.
Is Leo Rush was the Joker.
Yeah, and whoever wins gets a title shot. Leo Rush came out, got a huge pop, but he ended up getting eliminated.
Yeah.
The winner ended up being Jungle Boy, which I'm super excited about.
They seem to really like that guy over there.
I really love. I
like Jungle Boy too.
That new theme song really did give him a new life. You know what I mean? He was well known with Jurassic Express, but I feel like Jungle Boy is that homegrown star that AEW needs to start focusing on.
Yeah, that's definitely true. It's like most of the people over there, it's like WCW, like the 90s or something. Like I've seen all these guys wrestle in other places.
Exactly. I feel like Jungle Boy and Darby Allin are those two homegrown stars that they need to focus on, get them up there. Because Jungle Boy Jack Perry, man, I mean, he's got the skill in the ring. He's got that charisma.
He's likable.
People like him. They recognize his face. You know what I mean? Because that's Luke Perry's son. So I think that he's the one.
Yeah, it's definitely true.
I really do.
The Double or Nothing, it was okay. Like I said, I got Some of the results that I wanted, Leo Rush coming was definitely a big thing for me.
The new announcer that they're going to have for the new show that they have on TBS is going to be Mark Henry.
Yeah.
He's all elite now.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool to watch him. He's lost a ton of weight.
Yeah, dude looks pretty ripped. He says that he's been posting online all the time and he's getting back into wrestling shape.
Yeah. He's going to be training some of their guys and they can use that. Mm-hmm. There's this meme going around on that, man, that's got Randy Orton sending more people to AEW than,
Matt Hardy, Christian, The Big Show,
Mark Henry. All of them last segments on WWE was with Randy Orton.
But one thing that I think is really cool is that Christian's getting to wrestle more over there in AEW. I think that's pretty cool. He's showing that he can still go and everything.
Yeah.
That's great.
He had a pretty good match too. Yeah, pretty good showing.
Yeah, he's had good matches too.
They also had a tag match with Sting and Darby Allin, and Sting got to wrestle a full match live in front of the crowd, which was pretty cool for fans to have that nostalgia moment. That was pretty dope to watch Sting get his in-ring action. Yeah, because I really want to see Sting be able to go out on his own terms.
Yeah, that's true. You always want to see that from people. Like I said, all in all, it was a pretty good pay-per-view.
What sucks the most is he never won one match in WWE. That sucks. And they didn't even give us the match that we all wanted, which was Sting versus Taker.
Yeah, I kind of feel gypped on that one.
I do. I feel completely gypped. Thanks a lot, Seth Rollins.
But anyway, that's not exactly the case. But anyway, we got a little bit of time here left. I want to talk about Impact before we go off the air. One of the things that really stuck out to me this week is that 10 women tag team match.
Oh, Miro retained his
Miro
TNT title.
Defeated Lance Archer for the TNT title. I like their feud, because Miro was taking a shot to Jake.
He threw the snake. He took the bag from Jake the Snake and threw it up the ramp.
Yeah.
But go ahead. 10-woman tag on Impact.
Yeah, it was a 10-woman tag. Okay, I'm going to try to remember all the people. All right, so we had team. One team was Deonna Purrazzo, Fire and Flavor, and Susan and Kimberly. And another team we had Rachel Ellering, Rosemary,
Taylor Wilde,
Havoc, Tenelle Dashwood. There's a fifth. I'm sure the fifth will come to me eventually. All right, but anyway, before the match even starts, Taylor Wilde's nowhere to be found. Like, she just disappeared or something. And then Rachel Ellering goes to get Jordan Grace. And, Jordan's like, what, am I just a backup, standing, something like that and everything? So they're kind of pushing this heel thing that Jordan Grace is going to get going on, I think.
Yeah, I'm with it, dude.
Yeah.
Because Jordan Grace has to remind people that she's Jordan Grace, the most powerful chick on the Impact roster. You know what I'm saying? And she dominated that division. And now it seems like she's being thrown to the wayside.
Yeah. But anyway, what really threw me for a loop was the end of the match. Because Deonna Purrazzo gets tagged in, and Rosemary's in there. And then Rosemary hits it with the finish, and then goes for the pin and gets a three count. And the reason Kimberly and Susan didn't break up this 3 count is because they're on the outside of the ring fighting with Fire and Flavor. I don't understand why those teammates were going at each other and everything. That was a little weird to me. But big news here is this is the first time Deonna Purrazzo has been pinned in over a year.
Yep. And by Rosemary.
Yeah, so we got Rosemary.
I thought it would have probably been by Taylor Wilde. That would have been a better way to go about it.
Yeah. But anyway, we got Rosemary and we got Deonna Purrazzo at Against All Odds next weekend, not this weekend coming up, but next weekend. I feel like that's a good match. Deonna Purrazzo started beating Rosemary, but Rosemary's a big enough name in the Knockouts division where They can go at it again. And then another match that happened was Josh Alexander and Petey Williams against TJP and Fowler Bach. And TJP pins Josh Alexander this week. So next week on BTI, I believe it's that stands for Before the Impact. The whole show is going to be dedicated to Josh Alexander versus TJ Perkins Iron Man match for the X Division title.
Sounds like a straight classic.
Cannot wait. That match is going to rule. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
I am too, dude, because Josh Alexander has been a great X Division champion. TJP, we all know, is a killer in that ring, and I freaking love the Mamba Splash that he created.
Anyway,
and as many pinfalls that could happen in that match is gonna be crazy.
Main event was Moose and Sandy Callahan versus the Good Brothers in a tag team match. That match happened, and then at the end of the match, Moose and Sandy Callahan, I guess, had a dust up, as they say. They got each other's face, started going at each other. So next week on Impact is going to be Moose and Sandy Callahan going one-on-one. And I still
that should be for some number one contendership or something. They should
Moose
have waited for that
one.
one. Yeah, they should have waited for that.
I still feel like that Sandy Callahan is going to find his way into that world title picture with Moose to Kenny Omega. And should Moose still be around come Slammiversary, I'm kind of smelling a triple threat match.
That'll be dope.
Yeah, I can't wait.
That'll be dope.
But anyway, Impact was pretty good this week. I enjoyed it like most weeks.
Yeah, Impact is a dope show. Well, that's all we got, man. Tell them where to reach you, bro.
Matt Lindsay on Facebook, Matt Lindsay 677 on Instagram.
And I am RDog1 on Instagram, RDog3 on Twitter, Arthur Quinn on Facebook. You can hit us up, sonsoflegends21@gmail.com. And definitely go to the redgould.net website and listen to all the shows that we have over there. We would also love for you to join us every Tuesday on YouTube at 9 o'clock and on SoundCloud. Hang out with us, talk to us. We'll talk back to you, give you shout outs on the show. Definitely join the live chat every week at 9 o'clock Central Time on YouTube and SoundCloud. Thank you guys for listening to the Sons of Legends. It's your boy R-Dog and your homeboy MJ Gunner. And we will holler at you guys next week.
Peace.